Hey guys, it's Thursday here. A quick one and let you guys know where we're at on a bunch of these projects here. Because sometimes I do get a lot of questions about, where are you going, what's going on with one car or another. And so anyway, let's just have a quick walk around and get up to date here. We've got the tractor project coming along. You can see I've got the bodywork back on. Still some more work to do there, but not too bad. I'll pop inside here and we'll have a look at the Rover. So there we are. Colin is being out. He's been painting the inside of the roof of the Rover, and I've of course painted the floor. We're going to have it back on suspension in the next couple of weeks here, so that'll be exciting because then I can finish the prep work at the front here. Still got some bodywork damage to sort out here, but I can't do it with it on the rack. I need to be able to fit the grill, so that's why that's still up here, more or less on hold until we get the suspension in. And there's a puppy dog. What else we got going here? The Renault project, of course, pretty monstrous project, so kind of on hold for now. We got to be realistic about that's a 1,000-hour project. The Buick, we should get this fired up in the next couple of weeks here. No reason to believe that this won't start right up. I have some plans for a project for this, and we'll let you guys guess what we might be planning there, but it'll be certainly in keeping with the theme of things around here. The Renault is doing very well. Got some updates on that I am very much looking forward to. A couple of days spent on there. A lot of stuff is being put on hold just because of the sheer grind of finishing the Fury. The last little details, there are no details. It's like you get it 90% done and then the diff is shot. So a bit of a challenge there. As you can see, the hood is open on the 52 Pontiac, so hope you're looking forward to Saturday like I am, because that one's getting some attention here, so that'll be fun. Nice old girl. And of course the Model T doing very well and getting driven quite a bit. Still some details to sort out. Not completely happy with 100% of it, but boy, it drives and runs so well that it's pretty easy to just get in it and use it. So I've been doing a lot of that. Just an absolute delight of an old thing, and yeah, I'm probably using it too much, but I don't care. I just love it. The building project, as you can see, we started this a couple of years ago. Just about wrapped up, but I want to do the driveway in front of it here and then put all the metal tiles on. So that's it's still a bit of a job there, but we got to be realistic. 41 Plymouth projects. These are all, let's see, behind there's a Hudson, and behind that there's a Kaiser. Possible plans coming together for some of that. The old truck, have a plan, but it's we have a lot of plans, I guess. Everything's a little ways off. Really, the plan for right away is just get the Fury finished. Let's see how that's going. Fury is going along well. You can see we've got it back home, so not too much of a spoiler there, but definitely, I guess that shows that we did get the differential sorted. Certain amount more excitement than I was hoping for, of course, but we'll fill everybody in on the gory details. The engine is running really well now, seeming to be very good and reliable. Transmission, so far so good. More details getting sorted out. We are getting close, and the intent is still to drive it this summer. Well, whatever's left of summer, but that's okay. I figured if I got to drive it before it snowed, I'd be doing well, and I'm almost positive that we will. The DS, doing very well. You can see I got some surprises in the back there for Dan. If he doesn't see this video, he'll have a bit of a surprise there, so that's kind of fun. Other than that, car doing very well. Almost unreasonable to expect it to perform as well as it has. This Fury here, really drive it so little there's almost never anything to do, and that's fine with me. I do like the car, but I don't ever want to wrench on it again. And the exciting news today is that once the blue car is finished, we're going to jump on this one and try and get this one on the road this summer too. No promises, but it doesn't need very much, and it would be really nice to see this this very nice clean car, you know, drivable and plated. I'm not going to drive it much. It's so nice and original that we don't want to risk any damage, but nice old car. For motorcycle projects, yeah, me 650, no hurry on that. The next bike project is this Honda 750. You saw we painted one of them this year. I have all the bodywork done for this one, so we're going to paint this one. You know, if it doesn't get done this summer, it'll get done over the winter. I'd like to see this thing right back on the road and looking really good by next spring. It's a 1971 model. You know, nice old machine, but the time does get away on us here. So going along fairly well. And there's a puppy. What? Somebody's here. Oh my goodness. Hey Dave, what's happening? Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. I figured
Great.
you might want some of those.
We were talking SMs with Alex the other day. Very cool of him to bring that by. So the plan is when the Rover it goes in for paint, this car will be back where the Rover is now, and then this car will get dismantled and body and paint finished on that. I would love to see this car on the road one summer from today. So we will see how that goes. These cars are notoriously prone to you know, dashing your hopes and dreams, but since I am used to that, I'm gonna keep the confidence meter pegged here, and I think that we'll be enjoying a very fun car here next year. I got the Richard Suicide Prevention Hotline dialed on speed dial here, so my French car mechanic friend is going to help us through this guy. And Chevy, we talked about a few weeks ago, just waiting for a couple of tools for this guy, and then we should be, you know, there's no hurry on this. I'm going to put it on stands where the SM is now, and we're going to pick at it over the course of the winter, but I'd like to see this on the road next summer as well. No reason to think that we can't do that. Certainly compared to the SM, this is more like an oil change than an actual project. Dave is here. We are wandering around today. Right. More Buick projects. We talked about Buicks. Certainly no shortage of Buick ideas. So the question is, what Buick? Oh yeah, this Buick. I don't know, Dave. What do you think?
I think this is a nice idea. This is a great idea.
So, if they're the same amount of work, which one would you drive?
Well, you know, I like four-doors. Weird.
Uh-huh.
But I love two-door. Yeah, for sure. I'd love this. This
Yeah.
is fantastic. This
They're one
of the
vote
best
for
of the
1950 Buick.
Yeah, I would say so.
Lots of votes for 59. I seen you guys' comments. We talked about this some time ago, and there was certainly some enthusiasm for putting this Buick together. It's definitely getting built. The question is, do we build this next, or do we build maybe one of these forward look cars? So we have lots of options. First thing is to finish the ones that we've already got going. That's number one with me. I don't want to be the guy that dies with 20 unfinished cars that all get scrapped. So that's kind of where we're at. Don't think we're going to go much further with the 40 Dodge right away, just because it's plenty presentable right now, and to take it much further means that something comes off the list. So we're going to give this a good home for now and see what happens. 60 Impala, I think we're going to do a little bit of a, maybe we'll even start that in the next couple of weeks here. I'd like to get the 60 Impala cleaned up, and I think we should take it for a little drive. It's not roadworthy, but I think we could make it certainly a little more presentable, and I don't think we ever showed this car running when Tom owned it, but Tom did get it running, and no reason to believe it shouldn't take us around the block, so we'll do that too. Look what I got from Tom. You guys check it out. Look at that, eh? We're in good shape if we ever have
All the latest safety.
we ever have to go back to wood heating. Yeah, it's got all the latest safety features from 1906, which is nothing. Look at that guy, eh? So that's cool. like we talked about stuff that Tom has in his yard, he's got one of everything, and a flat belt powered buzzsaw among the things. So kind of fun. I don't think our plans are to really use this very much, but it is pretty cool. So 50 Dodge, that's parts, and of course 61 Plymouth, pretty spliceable, so we're going to have to just see what happens there. You guys leave us a note with whatever you think are projects that are more worthwhile than others. As in, this is not particularly worthwhile. Okay? And lots of kind words for the old Pontiac, eh? Maybe somebody will give this a home and finish it up. Somebody who has better fenders, perhaps.
50 plus years in transit.
Yeah, that's right. 1968. Right, it's in transit. We already got the sticker from the last time it was driven, right around the time I was 6 months old. Of course, this is always a contender. So one of these days, guys, I don't know. Part of me wants to put this on the road just the way it is, you know, like safe, but not try and do anything to it to make it look any better. It looks kind of cool the way it is. I almost forgot about the Volvo. It's kind of on hold until we decide if we got time. I mean, the hard work is done, but the hard work's always done. So we're gonna, I don't know, nothing's getting even thought about until Laura's car and the Fury are done. Razer's holding up very well. We've got almost nothing really going on. I got one light that's malfunctioning, so we're gonna sort that out. I'd like to do a 10,000 mile, whatever number of years update on the car. We've actually put 10,000 miles in this thing without any real problems, so that's fun. A regular contributor.
Same old shit.